Have you ever wondered what happens when Mother Nature decides to completely rewrite the rules of winter weather? Well, you're about to find out, as three separate weather systems are colliding to create the most dramatic temperature swings we've seen in years. This isn't just another winter forecast. We're witnessing a complete atmospheric flip that's about to impact over 100 million Americans. Starting today, lightning-fast Alberta clippers are delivering snowfall so intense it's reaching 2 inches per hour with zero visibility. But here's what will absolutely shock you. These rapid-fire storms are just the warm-up act for something truly extraordinary. By Thursday, a massive storm system will unleash a weather phenomenon meteorologists rarely get to witness in their entire careers. Picture this. Record-breaking warmth surging north while stubborn Arctic air refuses to budge, creating the ultimate atmospheric battleground. This collision will trigger everything from paralyzing blizzards to explosive thunderstorms happening simultaneously across half the country. From Maine to Texas, from Seattle to Miami, virtually no American will escape the reach of this weather revolution. And here's the kicker. The temperature contrast we're tracking are so extreme, they're breaking weather computer models. I'm talking about 60-degree temperature differences within a few hundred miles, creating conditions ripe for weather chaos. But first, let me show you what's happening right now. And I want you to drop your exact location in the comments because I'll personally respond with forecast for your area. Our jet stream looks like a roller coaster that's completely gone off the rails, and that's creating multiple danger zones across the country. As I speak, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are getting slammed by a storm system that's moving with frightening speed. If you're in these areas, get ready now. Minneapolis residents, this hits you around noon today. Cancel any non-essential travel because this will catch unprepared drivers off guard. Chicago, you're next in line Sunday night into Monday. Stock up on supplies because this clipper could dump several inches in just hours. Detroit and Grand Rapids, brace yourselves and clear your schedules. Snowfall rates up to 2 inches per hour will create whiteout conditions instantly. If you live in areas expecting ice accumulation, charge your devices now because a 1/4 inch is enough to snap power lines and leave you in the dark. Milwaukee and Madison residents, stock up on essentials today because you're about to face a 1-2 punch that will make this weekend absolutely treacherous. Now, here's where this story takes a shocking turn that even veteran meteorologists are calling unprecedented. While the North gets pounded with snow and ice, the South is experiencing something that defies all logic for January. We're tracking temperatures that could soar 20 to 30 degrees above normal. I'm talking about spring weather in the dead of winter. Nebraska, South Dakota, and Texas are forecast to shatter temperature records that have stood for decades. Omaha and Des Moines might hit temperatures more typical of April than January, creating an atmospheric powder keg. Dallas and Oklahoma City could see readings approaching 70 degrees, while just 300 miles north, blizzards are raging. This is the kind of setup that creates weather history, and we're witnessing it unfold in real time. Are you seeing how unprecedented this is? But here's what the computer models discovered that's absolutely mind-blowing about Thursday and Friday. A monster storm system is about to form over the Rockies, and when it does, all hell is going to break loose. Denver and Colorado Springs, you're ground zero for this atmospheric explosion that begins Wednesday night. The European and American forecast models are showing two completely different scenarios, and both are terrifying in their own way. Scenario 1 puts Kansas City and Oklahoma City right on the razor's edge, between catastrophic ice and violent thunderstorms. Scenario 2 drags this nightmare further south, putting Little Rock, Memphis, and Nashville in the severe weather crosshairs. St. Louis and Springfield could experience the most dramatic weather whiplash imaginable, from near-record heat to dangerous storms. Indianapolis and Columbus, pay close attention because you could see either crippling snow or explosive severe weather within hours. Cincinnati and Louisville are positioned in the absolute worst spot, the bullseye for whatever Mother Nature decides to unleash. Nashville, Birmingham, and Atlanta should prepare for the possibility of severe thunderstorms with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Now here's the part that's going to absolutely stun you about these temperature swings we're forecasting. We're looking at the most extreme January temperature gradient in modern meteorological history. Some locations will experience 80-degree temperature ranges across the country simultaneously. That's not supposed to happen in winter. This kind of atmospheric energy is what creates the weather events that get written about in meteorology textbooks. The jet stream is literally tearing itself apart, creating conditions that haven't been seen in decades. And here's what makes this even more incredible. The timing couldn't be worse for millions of Americans. This hits during the busiest travel days of the week, when airports and highways are packed with commuters and business travelers. Chicago O'Hare, Denver International, and Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson should prepare for massive delays and cancellations. Interstate highways from the Rockies to the Atlantic coast could become parking lots or danger zones within hours. School districts across the impact zone are already making emergency contingency plans because this could shut down entire regions. Power companies are pre-positioning crews because ice storms and severe weather could leave millions in the dark. But wait, there's more. And this is where the story gets even more unbelievable. Before I show you what models just revealed, tell me in the comments, what's your biggest weather concern for the next 2 weeks? I read every single comment and respond with specific details for your town or city. The European forecast model just dropped a bombshell that's making meteorologists across the country do double takes. We're talking about a system that could simultaneously produce blizzard conditions and tornado-warned thunderstorms. Here's a question for you. How prepared is your area for this kind of extreme weather event? The track difference between models is a staggering 400 to 500 miles, which means millions of people are in limbo about their fate. Boston, New York, and Philadelphia could see this monster arrive by Saturday, bringing chaos to the most populated corridor in America. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore are sitting in the most dangerous position possible, where ice, snow, and severe weather could all converge. Charlotte and Raleigh need to prepare for Friday's severe weather potential as this atmospheric freight train barrels through. Even Florida isn't safe. Tampa and Orlando could finally see their first real Arctic blast as this pattern reshapes the entire continent. Here's what's absolutely fascinating about the computer model disagreement we're seeing. Are you seeing the pattern here? For a storm only 5 days away, this level of uncertainty is almost unheard of in modern meteorology. If you're wondering why forecasters can't agree, it's because the atmospheric energy is so complex that our most advanced systems are struggling. Here's what separates professionals from amateurs: understanding when the atmosphere is too chaotic for simple predictions. If you work in agriculture across the plains, secure everything immediately, because rapid weather changes could be deadly for your livestock. Construction crews and outdoor workers, here's your warning: shut down operations in impact zones because this is not the time to take risks. Truckers, I'm talking directly to you. Avoid the impact zones entirely if possible, or face potentially life-threatening conditions on the roads. Emergency management teams across the central United States should activate disaster protocols immediately. This represents a multi-hazard event that could overwhelm response capabilities in affected areas. Now here's something that's going to blow your mind about what this means for the rest of winter. If you haven't dropped your location in the comments yet, do it right now. I want to give you specifics for your exact area. This isn't just a one-time event. It's a complete reorganization of our atmospheric patterns that will affect your specific region. What happens with this storm system will influence weather patterns across North America for weeks or even months. We could be witnessing the beginning of the most active and dangerous winter weather period in recent memory. The energy sources driving this are coming from both Pacific and Atlantic patterns in ways we rarely see. Global weather connections are creating a perfect storm of atmospheric chaos that's unprecedented for January. Seattle and Portland could see spillover effects that bring much-needed precipitation, but also dangerous mountain snow. Las Vegas and Phoenix might experience their wettest January in years as this system reorganizes the entire western flow. Salt Lake City and Boise should monitor closely because mountain snow could be measured in feet, not inches. The ripple effects will be felt from coast to coast, potentially affecting weather patterns into February and beyond. This is exactly why you need professional meteorological guidance during complex and dangerous weather patterns like this. Are you starting to see why professional guidance matters? Social media weather hype and amateur speculation create deadly confusion. We've spent years studying these patterns so you don't have to. That's the difference between entertainment and life-saving information. This is exactly why our community relies on credible meteorological sources for information that could literally save your life. Drop your city in the comments right now if you want specific warnings for your area during this dangerous pattern. I personally respond to location requests with detailed forecasts. And here's something special. The most requested location in the comments gets a detailed 5-minute segment in tomorrow's video. But here's the big question I want you to answer. Are you hoping this extreme weather actually happens? Or are you dreading it? Let me know your honest thoughts about potentially the most dramatic weather week in years. If this breakdown helped you understand what's coming, smash that like button and subscribe immediately for life-saving updates. Your engagement helps us reach people who desperately need reliable weather information during extreme events like this. Hit that notification bell right now so you don't miss critical updates about this potentially historic weather disaster. Ring the bell immediately because when this storm hits, you'll need every single update to stay safe and make informed decisions. We're also launching our revolutionary 24/7 weather camera network that will give you real-time ground truth during this event. Check out More Max Velocity on YouTube for continuous monitoring and live storm coverage when models can't be trusted. This network will be invaluable during events like this when computer forecasts are failing and human observation is critical. Weather alerts and real-time monitoring capabilities are being added constantly to help you stay ahead of dangerous developments. The link is in the description below, and trust me, you'll absolutely need this resource during Thursday's potential weather catastrophe. This week, we'll test everything we know about winter weather as multiple extreme events unfold simultaneously across America. Stay alert, stay prepared, and we'll track every dangerous development in this unprecedented weather pattern together. Remember, patterns like this can change in hours, so continuous monitoring from reliable sources isn't just helpful, it's essential for survival. One more time, drop your exact location in the comments below and tell me what would make this the perfect winter forecast for your specific area. I'm waiting to help you prepare for what's coming to your exact area. Don't miss tomorrow's critical forecast with potentially life-saving information.